Well, it is a very cold morning, -6 in Reutlingen, and I am here at the Theologische Hochschule in Reutlingen at the invitation of my friend Stefan, who is a professor of systematic theology and Methodism here at the school. And I've been wanting to come to Reutlingen for some years. These are wonderful, wonderful Methodist colleagues here in Germany. And many friends have visited here and taught here and studied here, and it was a great privilege to be able to come for a research colloquium yesterday and today. Yesterday was Friday, the 21st of November, and last night I delivered a lecture, a public lecture on a Methodist public theology in times of crisis. So thinking a little bit about the resources of Methodism and how they might engage some of the contemporary crises that we deal with. So basically I said a couple of things. First thing is that Wesleyan Methodism certainly has resources for public life, and these have to do with Christian perfection, perfecting love. And perfecting love as grace not only transforms us, but it flows from us into society. And the expectation is, of course, as Wesley said, that there are no holy solitaries. Now, of course, he meant that in the context of worship, declaring the worth of God. But we see in Wesley's life that true worship, the worship of God, has to do with engaging communities where there is need, engaging society where there is need. So human and non-human creation for the sake of the common good, God's goodness in the world. Second thing that I said is that public theology, certainly in a Wesleyan key, functions well because Wesleyan Methodism is, if we take Robert Outler's notion of the Wesleyan quadrilateral, then we know that Scripture, so public theology is theology, tradition, studying the tradition and the teachings of Christianity and the church, reason, engaging with all forms of reason and experience in the world. So not only theological sense-making, but also other forms of sense-making in the world, whether that be science, whether it be political science, social psychology, whatever it is, can help us to understand. And then, of course, experience. And this is where we've seen, particularly with theologies such as queer theologies, feminist theologies, liberation theologies, contextual theologies, that these experience-based, social analysis type-based theologies really can help us to understand how we should live our lives faithfully and courageously in the world. So the paper that I presented will be published in the Journal for Theological Praxis, which is published here at Reutlingen, and that'll come out soon. So really great to be in this city. I take the train back via Düsseldorf today to Amsterdam, and looking forward to being home with Megan and with Liam. And it's been great to be here. So if you're a Methodist or a Wesleyan scholar and you have some ideas about how we should be living our faith in public life in ways that is both transformative and responsible, that leads to perfect love and healing. By the way, that was the other thing I talked about, is that Wesleyan soteriology is inherently a soteriology that looks for the wholeness, the healing of societies and persons and creation. So, but if you have some ideas, I'd love to hear them. Of course, you can leave a comment here on this video or contact me on my website, dionforster.com, or on social media, LinkedIn, Dion Forster, or at Digital Dion on X and on Instagram and on Blue Sky. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to head inside before I freeze.